clearly, from an outsider's view perspective, I'm sorry to say, everybody has associated with railways in one form or the other. From an outsider perspective, if you were to look at it and getting an outside-in view of railways, an integrated planning is very essential as far as railways is concerned. Looking at freight as a specific part. What I mean by that is that there is a Sagarmala program which is being there. There is a Bharatmala program which is there. We're talking huge amounts of money being pumped in each of this. Close to about, railways by itself is doing about 8.5 lakh crore. About 5.5 lakh crore is being proposed by the roadways. Similar amount is being done by the port part of it. So the overall integrated development, so we're talking about close to, give or take, 8 plus 8 plus 5, about close to 20 lakh crore being spent in the next 5 years. And railways has been in the brunt, at least from a losing of share of cargo. And it can take a real plunge and say that that will drive the overall development and see what are the kind of benefits it can come up with. Even today, IPRCL is there, but it has been driven from the Ministry of Shipping part of it. So these are some of the things that can be looked at from the railways perspective. We're having an intermodal stations which are there, integrated logistics park which is being announced. So all of these developments can happen. I'm just saying that there is a lot of inside view that the railways has taken, a lot of reforms has already happened within the railways. What next? From a medium-term plan, the outside view of reaching out to where the customers are, where the freight is there, and that can start happening now. And if that planning happens properly, then vast amounts of this investment can be channelized properly, and the end customer benefits. What is it that we are all trying to do? That lower the transportation cost, lower the logistics cost, and that can get benefited in a wholesome manner. So I think that is the next part of it, and I think there is no one particular institution just doing it right now. I think railways can take that particular lead in doing an integrated transportation planning for whole of India and move this ahead, move the needle ahead. So that I think that's the one part of it. The second one, which is want to quickly touch upon, is related to that, is the financing part of it, because you need to take in projects which are going to be viable. And when we're doing this whole integrated part of it today, Dr. Roy also talked about saying that it's about 2% which is being the return. Money will have its limitation and it's not going to come through quite easily going forward. And so sustainable projects and not letting into any other demands is an important aspect in deciding where the money needs to put in, and taking feasible projects should be the core in which the future part of the railways has to move in.
Thank you. So I